At a dim bar in the marina, we glow vaguely in our baby blue sweatshirts. Lexi is David, Rachel is Jose, I'm Gina. The black carpet smells of beer, of which I've had a few. I'm feeling better. The air is hazy with something. Maybe there's a smoke machine hidden somewhere. Rachel and I sit on stools. Lexi holds onto the tabletop, which is almost chin level for her. She has a goofy French manicure, nails pearly as plastic, square as chisels. There's some sort of hump-up music playing, and she gyrates reluctantly, as if someone talked her into it. She wouldn't charm Herod out of the Baptist head, but she demonstrates 4 or 5 basic hip motions used in intercourse. Who is this girl? She must be a type of some sort, a type I'm not familiar with. She's clearly a conformist, an attitude that gets a worse rap than it ought to. What's more egalitarian than conformism? But I don't know what she's conforming to. There's probably a TV show that I, alone in this bar, have not seen. A hit TV show. Something that plugs into the dreams of this crowd. She's getting plenty of attention from men at tables, men at the bar, men in the shadows by the jukebox, marina types, taller than average, who hit the gym often, who wear pointy shoes, a more rarefied breed of conformist. Lexi turns to me mid-gyration. Are you going to buy us more drinks? She shouts. You don't sound like you're from Tel Aviv. Because I speak English? What are you, an anti-Semite? Rachel reaches into her travel night pouch, which she wears as a purse, and directs a 20 toward Lexi. Go yourself. This isn't enough, Lexi says. I want a Sambuca shot. I hold out another 20. Get whatever you like, I say. You're fishy, Lexi says. I think he's a roofie rapist. Look, Rachel says. She's holding her palm flat on the top of her beer bottle, miming its undruggableness. You know me and her are girlfriends, Lexi says, and I don't mean friends that are girls. To demonstrate her point, she makes a remarkably crude gesture with 2 fingers in her tongue. Rachel has a fit of coughing. I think she's horrified. So I don't know what you think is where this is going, but it's not going there. I indicate the bar. Don't forget to tip. Lexi pats Rachel's hand over the beer bottle. Until I'm here again, she says, walking backwards into the crowd. She holds 2 fingers up to her own eyes and points at me. I'm watching you. She knows to tip, Rachel. She knows to tip. Rachel watches her friend, frowning. Outside, Rachel's eyes were crystalline green and bright, but here they're dark and dull, the color of old limes. Her skin is waxy white. A broad brush of young blood runs from cheek to jaw. Blood, as my father once said, is both vital and mortal. He was a physician, after all. We're not from Israel. We're from New Jersey, and we're not girlfriends. I don't know why she needs to say that shit. I understand. It's fun to shed ourselves once in a while. But the goal is to find yourself. She thruns her fingers on the table, pushes her sprung hair back. I don't mean to mess with her mojo. I know she's hot. I'm surprised. Have I betrayed an attraction to her friend? Am I attracted to her friend? I watched Lexi waving her arms at the bartender, her skirt pulled up high over her slightly wide thighs. She does have the argument of simplicity. What makes you think I'm interested in her, I ask. Rachel drinks from her beer. She has really good boobs, and they're so round, and they're real. Better question, what makes you think she's interested in me? You'd be about middle of the pack for her. Middle of the pack. I don't know if I've ever been described more accurately. This probably means bad things for Rachel's own attitude toward me. She's been nice, but maybe too nice. She seems the type to have a boyfriend. I watch Lexi coming back with 3 bottles clutched in one hand and 3 shots balanced in the other, all conveyed with the care of an offering. Excuse me. Americans yell so much. She flips back her hair. Just stand around. People don't stand in Tel Aviv, I ask. She gives me a glimmer of a smile, the first of the evening. It's almost flirtatious. They dance, dummy. We have the best clubs, Dome, Fox. Will you put me up if I visit? She shrugs and looks out into the crowd, resuming her hip motions. If she's interested in me, she's not very interested. Or I press my case too forcefully. Or she's just trying to make me jealous. In the darkness, she scans other applicants, not exactly observing them, but observing them observing her. The men's faces are bland and hostile. They look at Lexi, at Rachel, at the other women, with a free-floating menace, as if they could easily slit their throats. It's all play acting, a script borrowed from a vampire romance, the savage tamed by a woman's wiles. And yet there's a sweetness to the convention. It feels like safer ground than the hipster or the humanist, my people, who booze and jaw to establish a plausible case. We could care deeply about this person, we just happen not to. Here there are rules to the game, as clear as I posted next to the dartboard. and the whole enterprise is aided by an honest offering of the wares. Clothes cling to breasts, to delts, to glutes, to abs. They know we're all in real estate, and while they probably hold the eventual hope of making love's ultimate purchase, they're clearly open to renting. It's all disconcertingly logical, this straight-arrow wisdom of the meat marketplace. You can stay with me, Rachel says. We'll party at the Dome in the Box. Is that one place or two? You'll have to ask the mayor here. I didn't know you were the mayor, I shouted at Lexi. What? She looks insulted. I don't know what you're talking about. What am I talking about? I don't know. I think again about that TV show that I own in this bar I've not seen. What's it about? Two crazy girls traveling across the country in tube tops? What do the male characters look like? Not me, I'm sure. I'm miscast. But maybe like these guys, like the young professional by the bathroom, in his pointy shoes, his distressed white-leg jeans, his hair pushed together in a point as if someone has been sitting on his head bare-assed. Who is he supposed to be? I pushed myself off the stool. Bathroom, I shout to the girls. Up close, the young professional is tall, with the gym rat buffness and a tattoo across his very bare, shaved chest that seems to match the embroidery on his shirt. Hopefully I've got that backwards. He smells of a cologne I can't place, oddly floral. His arms are crossed, beer bottle held like a club. He has the unsmiling poker face of a psychopath. I turn to look at the girls. They're staring in opposite directions, not speaking to each other. The trip has taken its toll. What's your feeling about brunettes, I say? The young professional eyes me up and down, as if looking for some slice of me to respect. Or maybe it's a tranche. Isn't that a term these people like? You bring your sisters to the bar, dude, he says. They might get eaten up. I love the word dude, I say. Tranche, dude. These people are onto something. They're not my sisters. Your name Gina, he asks. Ha, I say Gina. No, I'm talking about the brunette. Why don't you go, work your magic on her? The little one? His face opens up, as if he recognizes me, an old friend he's always known. He hits me on the arm hard. He's smiling, I'm smiling. We're bros before hoes. I love the little ones, he says. Awesome, I say. And in the bathroom, I think this is awesome. It seems awesome, and it is awesome. It's Thursday night. Thursday. And here I am in my own town, a wayfaring stranger with two girls from New Jersey via Tel Aviv. And I've got this strange guy who looks like someone famous, probably, from a TV show I alone had never seen, swooping in to wingman the situation. Or maybe he's piloting. Of course he is. In his mind. It's all a question of perspective. I shake my head in the bathroom mirror, scrubbing my hands. So much of life. A question of perspective. Back in the bar, I find Rachel sitting alone. I point at my ears to indicate how deafening it is. She nods, points at her ears too. Where's Lexi, I ask. Motorcycle, she shouts. That was quick. I look out the purple-tinted window and see nothing. You should have seen her in Phoenix, Rachel says. It's pathetic. She slurs it. It's pathetic. Phoenix? Tucson, Austin, Santa Fe. Okay, I say. Tucson, Austin, Santa Fe, like a railroad jingle. I try to feel cheered. This is what we do, she says, girls where we're from. I've known plenty of girls from New Jersey. It didn't seem that bad. She puts her elbows on the table, but were they free? I seemed pretty liberated. I don't mean liberated. I look again to the window. Lexi seems free. You're confused, my friend, between free and easy.